Hi. In this session, we will try to understand what are all different operators in Python. So how does operators works in Python? So what is operator actually? What is an operator? Operator operator is a symbol that performs some operation on operands. Okay, so operator is a symbol. Basically, operators are nothing but called various symbols. So operator is a symbol that performs some operation on operands. So what is operand here? So operands are nothing but variables. Operands are nothing but variables. Sometimes it can be values also. Sometimes it can be values also. Fine. So what is that? Let me explain with an example. Here in this case, a plus b, I'm writing a plus b. So what is the operation happening between a and b? So operation is addition, right? So happening on which variables a and b? So those are called operands. So here a comma b are called operands and plus is called operator. Okay, operator. So the operation is addition. So we are doing that addition with the symbol plus. So that is called operator. And here a comma b are variables. So that operation we are performing on these two variables. The plus operation we are performing on these two variables. So these are termed as operands. Fine. So let us go ahead and see different types of operators in Python are. So there are multiple types of operators are there in Python, starting from arithmetic operator, arithmetic operators. So there are list of operators we have. uh, Assignment operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, and special operators in Python. Special operators. Okay, these special operators are again classified into two types: membership operators and identity operators. Okay, so these are all different six types of operators what Python is supporting for us. Let us try to understand each and every operator with an example. Fine. Let's try to understand first what do you mean by arithmetic operators. So these are the operators. These are the operators are used to perform some arithmetic operations, or I can also say or mathematical operations. Okay, so these are all very simple operators. Most of the operators we can easily understand. So what are the total number of operators comes under arithmetic? Let me list down here. Plus starts with plus, minus, star, slash, modulus, double slash, double star. Okay, so plus is called addition, minus is for subtraction, star is for multiplication, slash is for division, modulus is for modular division, double slash is for floor division. This may be a little new for you. And star star is the exponential operator. Fine. So what does these operators do? Obviously, these operators perform all basic mathematical operations. Okay. So I hope you all know first four, uh, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So modular division, floor division, exponential, these are the only three things you may be confusing. But all these things I will explain in a direct program that helps in an easy understanding for you. Let me open idle, control N, control S. Let's say, let me push into Python underscore lab. Okay, so this is operator1.py. So that is our first program under operators concept. So the comment I am going to give is arithmetic operators. Okay, so let me take a is equals to let me take a equals to 13 and b is equals to 5. Now let's start performing these operations. A plus b, a minus b, print of a star b, print of a slash b, excuse me, print of a modulus modular b, print of a, double slash b, and print of a star star b. So this is how we apply all these arithmetic operations. So when you do a plus b, what will be the result? 13 plus 5, 18. And when you do a minus b, 8. When you do a star b, 13 5 is 65. And can you guess what is going to happen a by b? A by b means it will give your quotient. Okay, so as long as I mean, when reminder is 0, what is the value of quotient? Okay, so 2.6 it should give. Okay, so what is a modular b, a modulus b? Before putting dot here, what is the before putting dot in the quotient, what is the reminder? So 3 is the reminder, so that is what the answer. You don't bother, I will tell you. Okay, so what is a double slash b? So in 2.6, what is the floor division of for 2.6? Floor division means for this 2.6, what is the biggest least integer? Okay, for 2.6, what is the least integer? That is 2. Fine. So a star star b means 13 to the power of 5. Okay, so we have to see this answer. Let me control S and click on F5. If you see, uh, okay, let me show program and answer at a time, right? Have I given right answer? So a plus b is 18, a minus b is 8, a star b is 65. So I think you people might be having the confusion in 2.6, why 2.6, how 3, how 2, right? And this is power. Okay, if you want, let me explain what first exponential. 2 cube is how much? 2 into 2 into 2, it is 8. 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, right? 2 star star 3, control S, F5. Can you see, you last line it is showing up 8, so you must have understood this is called exponential operator. Okay, right. So let me make you understand slash, modulus, and floor division. Okay, so what we are doing is we have done 5 and 13. So 5 divided by 13, right? So go back to your good olden days. What do you do is you put in the quotient 2, and then here what do you write? You write 10. So when you write 10 here, what will be the reminder? What will be the reminder? Tell me. So a reminder is 3, correct? So reminder is 3. Okay, so this is what the answer of your modular. Okay, so how this is the answer of modular, let me tell you. So in the quotient, what we have to do, if I have to proceed with this division, I have to go for a dot. I have to go for a dot in the quotient, and then I need to proceed my division. I should put dot here, and then next to 3 I can put 0, right? So before putting dot in the quotient, what is the value of remainder? That is the modular division. So before putting dot means, so 2 is what I have in the quotient, and before putting dot, what is the value in the remainder? It is showing 3. So that is what the modular division. So now let me proceed. Let me put dot here. If I put dot here, then what I can do is here I can start putting 0, right? If I put a 0 here, then what next I should do is, here is what I can put 6. When I put 6 over there, straight away what I can do here I can put 30, and 5 6 are 30. I don't need to explain that also for you. And now if you see, now a reminder is 0. Reminder is 0. When reminder is 0, when reminder is 0, what is the quotient? Okay, so this is the value of your a by b. Okay, so when reminder is 0, what is the current quotient? That is the value of a by b. Okay, and when quotient is uh, just a number before going to the fractional part, right? What is the reminder? So here in our case 3. So this is the a modulus b. A modulus b. Okay, so let me highlight that. So this is for slash, let me write. Okay, when reminder is 0, value of quotient is uh, division. Okay, value of quotient, that's it. When reminder is 0, the value of quotient comes under a by b. Now next modular. Okay, before putting dot in quotient, value of reminder value of reminder is modular division. Okay, so then let me explain what is floor division. Floor division is very simple. Okay, so if I have, let's say, if I have uh, seal like this, and if I have floor like this. Okay, now here is what you have value 2, and here is what I have value 3. Now, so imagine this is what your floor is. Imagine this is what your floor is, and the above one is seal. Okay, so this is seal. Okay, see, seal. Okay, now in this between, in this is 2.9, this is 2.8, this is 2.76, right? 2.7, 2.6, so on. Yeah, so 2.2, 2 to 2.1. Okay, so basically what is the floor of 2.6? Floor of 2.6 is 2 only. For floor of 2.9 is also 2. What is the seal of 2.6? Seal of 2.6 is 3. What is the seal of 2.1? 2.1 seal is also 3. So that's what it is. Floor means the shortest integer when compared to this number, and seal is the next integer after this fractional. So next integer of 2.6 is like what? 3. So that's what the floor and seal is. So for in our case, for our 2.6, for our 2.6, for our 2.6, what is the floor? So floor is 2. So that's what the answer is. Okay, so I hope you have understood this arithmetic operations, and let me proceed with the further operators. We have next one comes up with assignment. These operators these operators helps in assigning R RHS right hand side value or variable to LHS variable. These operators helps in assigning RHS value or variable to LHS variable. So if I have to explain with example, a equals to 5. So here 5 is a value, right? You are assigning, so equals to is an assignment operator. You are assigning your value 5 to the left hand side variable. Okay, so left hand side you can have variables, but not uh, variables can have both the sides, but values can have only right side. Let me give another example. You can have b equals to a. This also meaningful statement. Right hand side variable, we are assigning it to left hand side variable. Okay, this both are correct, but what is the wrong case? Let me tell you. You cannot have 10 is equals to c, something like this. Okay, so this is wrong. You cannot have variables in the, sorry, values in the left side. So this is how these are the assignment operator. Equals to is assignment operator, and let me also show what are all operators comes under assignment. Plus equals to, so starts from equals to, plus equals to, minus equals to, star equals to, slash equals to, modular division equals to, floor division equals to, and star star equals to. If you see, we have added equals to for all the above operators, arithmetic operators. Fine. Let me highlight one important point here. There are no increment and decrement operators in Python. Like, you must be aware of, if you know at least one language like C, plus plus, minus minus, you use these operators for to increment your variable value, right? So this kind of operators are not there in Python. So then you may get this doubt. Then how do we do a variable value increment by 1? So that I am going to show now in the example. So let's go ahead and do the example of assignment operator. Control N, Control S, OS2, assignment operators. Okay, A equals to 10, print A. Okay, this is an example of assignment operator. What is that example? I have shown assigning right side value to left side variable. Okay, so equals to is what which we have used. Control S, 10 is the answer. That's fine. Now let me apply. assignment operations. A plus equals to 1. So what is the meaning of a plus equals to 1? Its meaning is a equals to a plus 1. Its meaning is a equals to a plus 1. So can you guess the answer? If I print a, how much it is going to show? It will show 11. 10 plus 1. Okay, 11. You can see that. So this is the way we do variable value increment. Okay, increment, alternate to increment operator, alternate to plus plus. Okay, so if you understand plus plus in other language, this is what we do by increasing one value by putting a plus equals to 1. Now let me make a equals to 10 all the time. Okay, we'll work from 10. Now a minus equals to 1. What is its meaning? A equals to a minus 1. So when I print a, can you guess the value of a now? 10 minus 1, 9, right? Okay, now again make value of a equals to 10. Print a star is equals to 2. It means a is equals to a star 2. Print a. So a star equals to 2 is equals to, it means a equals to a star 2. Print a, it should give 20. Yeah. Now let me proceed again from a equal to 10. A slash equals to 3, right? Its meaning is a equals to a slash 3. With previous example understanding, can you guess what is the value of a is going to be? 3.3333. Control S F5, you can check that. Yeah, so when a reminder, so in this case reminder will not happen ever 0. So that's the reason it has given to lots of precision. So 3.333, it is showing like this. So now a modular is equals to 3. It means a equals to a modular 3, right? So okay, before this I have to make a equals to 10, as we are working all the time from 10 value. Now let me print a value. So what is the value of a is going to be before putting dot in the quotient? So what is the first reminder you have got? 1. Am I right? 3 3s are 9, so 1 is the reminder. So that's where you can see the value 1. Now let me make a equals to 10 once again. Now a double slash 3 equals to 3. So it means a equals to a double slash 3. So print a. So can you guess what is the answer is going to be? So 3.333. So for the quotient, what is the floor division? 3.333. So you knock off the fraction part, as simple as that. So answer is 3, right? Yeah. So now a equals to 10 again. A star star is equals to 3. Print a. So what is the value of this? 10 cube. 10 cube, 10 to the power of 3. 10 to the power of 3. So what is the answer? 1000, right? Am I right? 10 to the power of 10 cube is 1000. So that is what, this is how we use our assignment operators. Let's proceed with our third operator understanding, relational operators. Okay, so what are relational operators? So these operators helps in checking the conditions and returns either true, returns either, one second, either true or false. So basically we apply different conditions in programming. So we use relational operators a lot for that. So lesser than symbol, greater than symbol, lesser than or equals to symbol, greater than or equals to symbol, double equals to symbol, and not equals to symbol. So these are all comes under relational operators. So this is less than, this is greater than, lesser than or equals to, greater than or equals to, double equals to, and not equals to. So they are very simple operators. Let me explain with an example. Control N, Control S, OS operators, third program. Con Control S, yeah, got saved. So relational operators. Okay, A equals to 10, B equals to 5, print A greater than B. So is it true or false? A greater than B? Yes, A is 10, 5 is, B is 5, so it is true. Control S, F5. Let me click on. Okay, so yeah, you got the answer true. So how you have got the answer true? Since A is greater than B, automatically it is saying true. So it will result only true or false, nothing else. Now A less than B. So obviously if it is above is true, this is false. Control S F5. You can check the second value is false. Likewise, now print A double equals to B. Are these both same? No, na? So obviously it will give false. Print A percentile B, A not equals to B. So obviously these are not same. So it will give true. If you want, you can check. Yeah. So now print A greater than or equal to B. So if not equal to, but for sure it is greater than, right? So then it gives true only. Sorry, true only, right? Print A lesser than or equals to B. A lesser than or equals to B. So A is not at all lesser than or equals to B. So then it is false. So TTF are the last three. Control S F5. Control S F5. True, true, false. Right. So this is what these are what the relational operators. They are very simple operators. Now let me proceed and understand. Let me proceed and understand logical operators. So these operators helps in checking multiple conditions and return either true or false. So both the operators, both relational operators and logical operators helps for us in condition only. So but logical operators helps for us in checking multiple conditions, and the relational operators helps for us checking in only one condition. So and or not. So these are the three operators which comes under logical operators. Let me explain this with an example. Control N, Control S, OS4, logical operator example. Fine. So what are the logical operators? Okay, let me first take x equals to 100, y equals to 50, print of x greater than y and x double equals to y. Okay, if you remember the truth table concept, which we must have studied in our engineering days. So how does truth table concept works? So for and there is a table, and for or there is a table, right? So let me highlight that now. true, true, true and true is true, true and false is false, false and true is false, false and false is false. So if you see in the AND case, only one time it is true, that is when both are true, then only it is true. Now when it comes to OR case, T or T, that is true, T or F, that is false, F or T, that is, sorry, true, F or T, that is true, F or F, this is false. So if you observe here, only F and F case is false in case of R. Here only T and T case is true in case of AND. So rest all cases, 75% of the time it is false. Here 75% of the time it is true, right? So these are the truth table. These tables you must be known for sure. So this concept you have to apply in understanding the logical operators. X greater than y and x double equals to 5. So this is like what, x greater than y is true, x greater than y is true, and y double equals to x double equals to y is false. True and false. True and false is what ultimately answer is false. Let me check. Control S F5. Yeah, so that is what it is. Now let me proceed with print the same program, same line, x greater than y or x double equals to y. So what is the answer of this, true or false? So in our case, if one true is there, automatically answer is true. Control S F5. Yeah, you can see the answer as true. Now print x greater than y and x not equals to y. So what is this? True and true. So that is obviously true. And if the same, if I am applying with or, okay, when true and true is true, obviously true or true is also true. Fine. So likewise, you can able to apply for all the possibilities here. End of day, the concept remains on the basis of truth table. Fine. So this is what and or for us. Now let's try to understand not operator. So what are the three operators comes under logical, and or and not. So let's try to understand this not. So here let me print not of x. Can you guess the value? Not of x means it will say false. How it is say false? Let me tell you. Any variable value which is other than 0 treated as like true. Fine. So if it is 100 means it is treated as like true, right? Not of x, not of true. So x is true, right? Now not of x, not of true is false. So if you want, you can see the last statement is will be false for sure. Yeah, false you can see. So still to make your concept very clear, let me take a new variable, uh, a equals to 0. When value is 0, a is treated as false. That's what it is. So print of not of a. So not of a means not a means not of false. So ultimately answer is true. If you see, last print must be true for sure. Yeah, so that's what it is, right? And if it is b value is something else, b value is -5, -5 also. Now b is treated as false irrespective of minus and plus. If other than 0, anything is treated as like uh, true value, anything is treated as like true value. Sorry, in this case b is true. Now print not of b, not b, it means not of True. So ultimately answer is false. Control X, you see last one will be false, right? So that's how not operation will work. So these are the logical operators. We have AND, OR and NOT. So overall what we have seen is we have seen only four operators till now. If I have to go back, arithmetic operators we have seen, assignment operators we have seen, relational operators we have seen, logical operators we have seen. So the operators which we are supposed to see is bitwise and special operators. So I will discuss this in the next session. Thank you.